I'm Allison Young, and this is Dear Sophomores. We had 6th graders ask us questions about advice, and we are going to give that advice. So the first question is, Dear Sophomores, have you been asked about drugs, and what do I do if I'm asked?
From my experiences, I have been offered to do drugs, and I've always refused. But if you are asked, don't feel pressured to do it. Just say no, that you don't want to do it, and if you do, that's your choice, but I would say don't do it.
There are tons of consequences about taking drugs. There's, the medical, physical consequences, and then there's emotional, and you really don't want to get in trouble for it. And I know that you guys, at least the 6th graders, are taking DARE, and it seems hard to believe that people would say yes to drugs, but it really does happen, and it happens more than you might think.
All right.
The second question is, Dear Sophomores, in high school, do you have a lot of homework?
Yes, in the freshman year, it is the same as 8th grade because, I don't know, I just think you're getting used to it and teachers don't give you as much homework. It's pretty easy and just try your best. Always do your homework.
Yeah, and then when it comes to sophomore year and then junior and senior year, you start to get a little bit more homework and you have to manage your time a little more wisely, especially if you take honors or AP classes, then that's when you really do have a lot of homework. But you just have to keep on top of things and do not procrastinate.
Our next question. Dear sophomores, do teachers care about you when you're in 8th, 9th grade and over?
I would say yes, they still do care about you. You can ask them questions. They're really interactive. They're funny, most of them. And it's just that they have more expectations, but they're always there to answer your questions during class, after school. Never be afraid to ask them questions.
Yeah, they'll always be there to help you, like Allison said. Just ask.
The next question is, Dear Sophomores, what should I do if people bully you on the internet?
Don't respond. Like, if they're saying bad things to you, just don't respond, delete them, just unfriend them if you have a Facebook, block them, report them, and just tell someone you trust, like an older student. If you're not comfortable telling your parents or a teacher, just tell someone you trust and they'll help you out.
Yeah, and do not try to fight back. Don't try to curse them out right back, because that could just heat up the situation and make things worse. And it really is important to tell somebody. Even though it might be hard and embarrassing, it's not your fault, just tell somebody. And on Facebook, if you want to log on and still try to go on, you could put yourself, or aim, you could put yourself as invisible when you log on.
Our next question. Dear sophomores, I swim and I am thinking of quitting the team. Do you think I should? But swimming is my life, but I want time for myself. So could you help? Thanks.
Don't quit if you love swimming. If it's your life, then you should do it. Don't do it because you feel like you have to, but because you enjoy it. And if you'll find time for yourself to do your schoolwork. And if you find that you're too stressed, then swimming actually might help relieve that, not make things worse. So use it as a time to relax if you love it.
And in years to come, you'll definitely regret not swimming. Like, if you're older, you'll be like, I should have stayed with swimming. And just keep doing it. If you love it, don't give up on it.
Yeah, and it keeps you busy, so that's always a good thing. The next question is, Dear Sophomores, how much does middle school affect the college you get into?
Middle school doesn't really affect the college you get into, but it does affect high school, and high school affects college. And habits in middle school matter, and that's what's important for college.
Yeah, so even though it doesn't directly affect which college you get into, it doesn't mean that you shouldn't try and start forming good and regular habits.
How do you deal with bullying?
The first thing you should do, again, is tell a parent, a guidance counselor. Don't be afraid. That's what they're there for. And again, don't bully back, don't fight back. Avoid the drama, and let your friends know. They'll help protect you, back you up, but again, make sure they're not fighting back in any way either. Ignore the bullies. are probably insecure in some way. They want to take their anger out on somebody else. And let your emotions out. Don't be afraid to cry. Don't be afraid to go home and be frustrated about it, because it is something that can really hurt you emotionally, and you have to let people know the impact of the bullying.
Don't keep it inside. Just tell someone. They'll help you out through it.
Yes. And the next question is, dear sophomores, why are teachers so serious?
Some teachers are serious and some teachers are chill. There will be times where teachers will have to be serious and times they'll want to have fun.
Yeah, and don't, be discouraged if they're really serious in one class, because, you'll go to the next class and you'll find a teacher that's really chill and you'll be able to talk with them, joke around with them, but always make sure you're respecting them too.
Next question. Dear sophomores, do you have to take every class in high school, or can you pick which ones you want to take?
So in freshman year, there are required classes like computer applications and freshman seminar. But when you get to sophomore year, you have the freedom to choose your electives. There's also Regents, Honors, and AP classes, which is determined by your grades in the year before. And you have classes like video production available to you, mass communication, marketing, art, and computers still, and
we have music and like band, vocal ensemble, jazz band, chorus. You also have music production, which is it's really fun. Okay. Dear sophomores, what should I do if someone bullies me and doesn't want to be my friend?
So again, it's the same thing as the other two questions. If they're bullying you, tell somebody. Don't keep it a secret. And there will be a change in friendships and cliques as time goes on. I know that I've had friends in 6th and 7th grade that I barely talk to anymore. And it doesn't mean that we're not friends. It just means that we don't, hang out as much. We don't talk to each other. And it could be a result of the classes that you have with them.
And people will change. You'll make new friends and lose friends. But in the end, you'll still have friends. And in high school, you'll be closer to your new friends than to your older friends. And some people start hanging out with other people, but you can't do anything about it, and just go on with your life, make new friends.
So that's all we have time for today, and we'll see you next time on Dear Sophomores.